The Runner and Gunner Show.
Yeah. Oh, it's good over there. That's what we're doing now.
We're running and gunning and saying our thoughts, though we have different minds. At the same time, we bring the song to help your mind grow in the mental. Give knowledge with advice plus all essentials. So if you haven't heard, then act like you know. It's the Runner and Gunner Show. Runner and Gunner Show. The Runner and Gunner Show. Gun.
Monday morning
crap.
What's up, everybody
We
out
gotta do
there?
5 cheers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pose.
5 cracks
5 cracks.
for the 5th season of the Runner and Gunner Show. Yes, we've been on the Runner and Gunner Show 5 incredibly long
beautifully
seasons.
great seasons.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you know what? I think I'm supposed to be on that side. You're supposed to be on this side. Maybe we should switch seats.
All right. And if you're watching the visual of Runner Gunner, you will see exactly what is going on. We are switching seats to make things better and for your viewing pleasure and visually pleasure.
Let's see how we go here, everybody. We want to understand what the 5th season is all about.
Number 5.
We could talk about the top 5 moments in Runner and Gunner history so far up to this point.
Oh, man.
Are you
And there's
ready,
been
Runner?
so many great ones.
What is the number 5 moment?
The number 5
Your
moments
highlights of what you could remember.
from the Runner and Gunner Show. I would say number 5 would be the introduction to Uncle Lenny.
Oh.
Uncle Lenny came out,
Yeah.
and even though he's not a reoccurring, well, he is reoccurring, but he's not as much as we wanted him to be. But he'll be back for season 5. We'll see some more of that Uncle Lenny stuff in season 5.
Yep.
But for me, that's
a whole
number
lot
5.
more Uncle Lenny coming down in season
So
5.
Gunner, give us number 4.
Number 4
4
is going to be
for the end of season 4.
when Nikki Thomas came down to the Runner and Gunner Show.
Ooh, the real
He portrayed the character of Show Nice
Show Nice.
the entire episode.
And that was a highlight. That was a funny one.
That was a highlight right there.
That was a silly one. People,
Oh,
you guys got to go
man.
check that one out. That was a good one. That was a good time. We had one of the best nights that night in Runner Gunner history. So now we're down to number 3. Let's see. We're getting into the nitty gritty,
Getting
grindy,
serious right here.
crazy ones.
Dude,
Number 3. I would give number 3 to one of our interviewers, Seek Crypto. So we had a pretty good episode. You guys should go check that out if you still want to get into crypto. That guy's still around. That's one of my highlights. I like that one. There was a funny interview. It was some seriousness, but it was educational as well as hilarious. Check it out, peoples.
Great.
And so now, so this is big. This is huge. Top
Number
2
Dos
in 5 seasons.
is, and I know
Actually 4, but
you definitely remember this one, is the night his mother came.
Him's mother came to Runner's house, or Runner's parents. Yeah, my
house.
parents' house, and
And
Okay.
talk trash to his parents,
Mm-hmm.
all live, all on the Runner and Gunner Show, Runner and Gunner Show
Captured.
drama. That was a highlight.
That was
is
captured.
definitely number 2.
Captured on
But take us along to what is number 1.
man. Number 1. Wow. For me, it's actually it's hard. You could break this tie for me. One of my favorite moments. It's a unedited episode on 4th of July because you could hear those fireworks, and then a kid jumped from the roof into my parents' pool, and it made a loud splash, and you could hear it in the episode.
Yeah.
And you could hear it.
Sure.
And so this kid did that. And then we interviewed some drunk guy we found on the street. That guy was passing through. We got that weird interview, and he cussed a little and said some dirty things. But it was all fun and games, and you could hear the fireworks sparking off. The other one that I would say was also good was that New Year's one because we barely remember that one.
Oh, yeah.
I actually need to review that one again, but I thought it was hilarious because we were just talking about the past highlights that had happened in 2020. So I like that just for that reason. Do you agree with my number 1s, or do you have a different number 1 that you should like to throw out there yourself?
Actually, number 1 was the 4th of July special.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was all live.
It was
like
cool.
The most raw episode to date.
It was cool.
It's just press record and film 4th of July.
And we didn't have anything planned out. We just went in there and we just did our thing. We said, you know what? Let's just go in there and start doing our show.
Yeah.
Which we usually do. That's most days we do. But sometimes, like today, we said season 5 we're going to do top 5s.
Yeah. Because, you know,
so we planned it out, but we didn't write anything down.
Right? A radio show should not be scripted.
Mm-hmm. And it is not, for the most part. Like, we're going to do these top 5 things, but we didn't script what, you know. We just did our top 5 Runner and Gunner best season moments, and that was unscripted. We just came out with it, and there it is. So, the Runner and Gunner show is getting amazinger. We're getting more people and we're getting famous and we're just trying to earn
I had a conversation with Jim Carrey the other day. He said he might
you told me about that.
be interested in doing the Runner and Gunner show.
Yeah.
But we'll see. If we got Jim Carrey, rest assured, you'll be the first one to hear about it.
Alrighty then.
So let's go on to the top 5 movies ever
of all time.
The Runner and Gunner's top 5 movies go as follows. Number 5.
5 would be... I'll let you handle this one.
All right.
I'm having a hard time.
Hear ye. Escucha me. These are the top 5 movies. Number 5 is...
I got one. The Three Amigos.
Whoa, we are starting high in the movie spectrum.
The Three Amigos will be number 5.
That is
Do you agree?
Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. Then they play Hollywood actors who get fired by Joe Montana, John Lovitz, and Phil Hartman from the movie industry. And they pick up another job working in Mexico.
Exactly.
Where they go and they find out that it's not a movie.
And so...
a real...
And this bad guy kidnaps baby Peyton Manning, because Peyton Manning was just a little boy at these times. They kidnapped the baby.
Peyton Manning.
And this bad guy, I forgot his name is El something.
Oh, his name is El Guapo.
El Guapo, and he is not no guapo. But they call him that just, you know, like sometimes you call nickname Slim and this guy is Brr.
Yeah.
And you call the guy, his nickname, hey, Smarty, and he's really Brr.
Yep.
You know, so this guy, his name was El Guapo just for that purpose, because he was not mucho guapo. He was actually horrible inside. I don't know about his outsides. I don't judge character or guys by the legs, but his insides were horrible.
Yes.
And so that's the reason why he was a bad guy. And he kidnapped the baby. So they end up rescuing the baby in the end. Everybody's happy. You know, they drink tequila and
that brings us to
and they all get the girls at the end too. So now.
Oh yeah, they all get the girls, and Martin Short gets the prettiest girl.
And that brings us to number 4. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Number 4 right here is, and it's going to be a good one, long ago that kids will not remember, but it is called Gremlins Part 1.
Oh, the original Gremlins.
And Gremlins Part 2.
Oh, right.
Together.
So we got a slash thing. We got a A-B situation here.
In the list.
So we got an A-B situation slash or A-B, whatever we want to call it. So
and you can't watch one without the other, no.
Very true, very true. So go ahead and explain to them, Gunnar. I love that movie, and I know both of those movies, actually. All right. So explain to them about...
model fashion star Phoebe Cates is in it.
Woo!
She's all grown up.
You guys remember her, right?
Oh, yeah.
The pool scene, the bathing suit, her
modeling career.
Okay, yeah. We remember that.
5 sips for Phoebe Holmes.
5 second sip. Ready?
No, Phoebe Cates.
You guys count them. We'll do 5 seconds. Count in your head. Yummy. That's for Jim Carrey.
5.
We'll see you soon.
Tastes delicious.
Oh, it sure does.
All right, so that brings us to number 3.
And I'm going to give this one to a very funny man, rest his soul, big, huge guy.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about.
Is it Uncle Buck?
Uncle Buck.
Uncle
baby.
Buck.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3, Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
A good one. That's the funny movie. That's...
Yeah.
You guys, if you haven't seen this movie, it came out, late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah.
Late 80s.
Macaulay Culkin's in it.
Macaulay Culkin's in it.
Yeah.
The other girl, I forgot her name. But there's a couple famous people in it. And, of course, Uncle Buck himself.
John Candy.
Mr.
Man,
John Candy.
Written and directed by...
He was on top of his game.
John Hughes.
Yeah, John Hughes, exactly. Yep. John Hughes, another big name.
So, you know, if you ever watch a movie with John Candy and Macaulay Culkin, it's the greatest. Like, those guys,
they just did it.
They did it.
They did their thing.
They didn't care about anything else. They said, this is going down in history.
Uncle Buck. You guys go out there and watch it. Rent it. Netflix, whatever
Amazon,
the heck you got to do.
Free.
Amazon, YouTube, look it up on YouTube. Hey, maybe you can watch parts of it, watch the highlights of it, and I guarantee you're going to want to go watch the whole movie once you see the funny highlights. My favorite part of that movie is when he goes to the principal's office, and he yells at this witchy-looking principal lady. She looks like a warlock. This woman looks disgusting. And then at the end of his speech, he tells her off because the principal's trying to say that the student, which is his niece, isn't performing to expectations. Like, they're supposed to be college level in 5th grade. And he's like, nah, lady, you got to chill out. And then he throws her a quarter.
She calls him a silly head.
And he goes, Ish, go get that thing on your face gnawed off by a sewer rat. Take this quarter and take the bus downtown and get a sewer rat and put it on your face so you could chew that nasty crap off, because she had a big old mole like with hair on it and everything.
Oh, man.
So, anyways, let's go to...
That was the best part.
Number 2. All right.
2.
Dos.
All right, here we go. Number 2 is as follows.
Here we go.
Escúcheme.
It
is Saving Private Ryan.
All right. Saving Ryan's Privates. And Ryan. Saving Matt Damon's soul. I don't. Yeah, they saved his butt in that one. That was a good one.
Yep.
See, let me throw a B in there also.
Yeah.
Wind Talkers is a very not well known as Saving Private Ryan.
All right.
But Wind Talkers is cool. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's
Nicolas
dope.
Cage.
It's dope too. So they have the same kind of concept, but I like that they throw Native Americans in that one as well.
Oh yeah.
But Saving. Go ahead, go on. Yeah. So let's throw the AB if we could have that.
Yeah, but Saving Private Ryan is also
that one's a huge
war
one.
movie. But this is World War II.
Won lots of awards.
World War II, right?
Yeah, both of them, I believe.
World War II, though, depicted by Steven Spielberg in 1999, when movies were at their peak of greatness.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's talk about the unmentioned in the top 5 that didn't make the list, but very close. I'll throw in Terminator. Should have made the list.
Yeah.
But didn't. Sorry, Terminator. It would have been number 6, I think.
I'd say Toy Story Part 1.
Toy Story 1.
I'd put it in there for Lenny's, you know?
For Lenny's, yeah. For Lenny's, of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Beavis and Butthead to America.
Beavis and Butthead.
No, I don't know. No, that one wouldn't make it. It has to be a little better. Edward Scissorhands. Man.
Yeah.
Let's see, sports. What about Rudy? Rudy for sports? That's.
Oh yeah. What about
I don't know.
Field of Dreams?
Field of Dreams. If you build it, they'll
Forrest
come.
Gump.
Forrest Gump didn't make it. That's a great movie.
Forrest Gump didn't
make
movie.
It. Yeah. Too bad it didn't make it.
Yeah.
Man.
Robocop.
Another one.
Yeah. You know.
Dang, all these great movies we left out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
American Werewolf.
T2 as well as T1. So that one didn't make it. Terminator 1 and 2.
The Abyss.
So The Abyss.
Yeah,
The Abyss. Night of the Living Dead, the original black and white one.
Oh,
that one is cool. Titanic, I know. Man. Yeah. So we left out quite a few.
Left out quite a few good ones.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Michael Myers. You know, we left all those out. All those good horror flicks that aren't. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Rocky, all the Rockies.
Star Wars.
Oh,
Rockies.
Man. George Lucas. All the rock, man. All right. So now,
here we go.
The big moments.
Drum roll, please. Number 1.
Number uno is...
And take this away, Runner. What is your number 1? And I'll say my number 1 after.
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been running like a log.
Yeah.
It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do that make me feel all right. Yeah. So that's my number 1 pick.
When I'm home.
The Beatles, the Silver Beatles, the Quarrymen, the freaking...
That's it.
The Fab Four, baby.
Yeah.
A Hard Day's Night.
If you guys don't know what a Hard Day's Night is,
you gotta...
It was a movie filmed by a pretty...
Black and white.
Black and white. It was filmed by a pretty famous director for the times. Yes, please. His name was Jabroni Smith or something. Jabroni Smith. And anyways, he made a very good movie with the Beatles, who are John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr on the drums. Woo! And it is a movie where Paul loses his grandfather, and the Beatles have to run around town, running from ladies, running from the girls chasing them, and trying to rip them.
Wait, hold on, Gunny. Let me cut you off for a second. I want to tell you that you said loses his grandpa doesn't mean like he died, because some people might get the wrong perspective of that. He actually
loses
his grandpa just takes off.
Yeah.
Go on.
And so, John Lennon's there, and they show John Lennon and Paul, dancing with ladies after they get to sneak backstage to a private party. And, it's a lot of Beatles running away from hordes of women and trying to escape and save their lives.
Heck yeah. And then it all comes down to the end where they have one of the best concerts in Beatle history. Yeah. And it really is. I'm not even just saying that. It really, really is. It's a dope concert. If you don't want to watch the whole movie, if it bored you, if they're little silly jokes, because it's funny. You just have to have that certain sense of humor. You have to get into that. They have a British sense of humor because they were still like not even in America at that time. So they were non-Americanized at all. They were just British culture,
British humor,
100%. But it's hilarious.
They were so smart that you can't.
They
tell.
knew how to.
It's not like BBC.
They knew how to cross over.
Yeah,
that movie was huge all over the world. Not only in England, but in America, in Japan, in China,
in Spanish,
in German, in Mexico.
Yes. So that was a great movie.
That was number one. So do you agree
with
my number one pick, or do you have a number one of your own?
I have a Gunners
number one. Here we go. Drum roll.
And the number one is for Gunner. Ninja Turtles Part 1.
Yeah. Heroes in the Half Shell.
That's it.
Cheers to that. Man, Turtles. Okay, the Turtles.
Part 1 only.
Part 1 only. The original one came out in 1990?
1989
also? Oh, 89. 88, 89. I remember that movie is great. Yeah. It's dope. So this is the original time when the cartoon was still big. And they came out with this movie.
The comic and the toys.
I'm sure everybody knows about it, but they find this nuclear ooze and the turtles that somehow snuck in a sewer. But no, they didn't find the ooze. I think the master.
Part 1 is when Danny, the kid.
Oh yeah.
Runs away from his dad.
Oh, okay, yes, the reporter. This is where April first comes out, and the guy, the dad,
digging for ooze.
And then the Foot Clan, what's it called? Foot Clan.
And the bald guy, he's like, Hazoo.
Oh yeah. He goes, hold up. And then Shredder comes and everybody shakes in their boots, man. He's got those shiny
they show
spikes.
Shredder fighting in his,
with this freaking big old, but what is it called?
Oh yeah, they show him fighting with that big old stick with the knife on the end of it. The long wow, I think.
It's like Donatello's, but it's made of metal of strong silver, and it has a big old a bayonet at the end.
Yeah, I think they're called like longs or long wow or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they show Shredder behind the scenes, fighting with his group of karate guys.
Yeah,
he's got a school. He teaches karate to kids off the street. It's like an underground.
That's great.
But he also makes them thieve.
But they let them smoke and drink in this underground lair. Kids they're only between 12 and 16, and they're just smoking and drinking and gambling, skating, rollerblading, gambling, playing arcade games.
Tagging.
So they have all this stuff that a bad little kid would love. Because I know if I was that age, I'd probably be dedicated.
And so the Ninja Turtles come along to this when
So they need to put this to a stop.
They grow up and they're getting tired of living underground, So they want to start mingling with the outside world.
Oh, and so Ralph is the first one that gets out, right?
Yep.
Ralph goes and he wears a little
living in the sewers.
And they're these big giant turtles.
He wears a trench coat and a hat.
Yeah, and they're 6 feet.
Human
big old
turtles.
Yeah, it's freaky.
The costumes are completely amazing. They're made by Jim Henson himself.
Dang.
Part 1. The voices, freaking Corey Feldman voices Michelangelo.
Oh, the funniest one. He's the party animal.
Funny one.
The party animal.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Corey Feldman.
But yeah.
Either one.
Donatello or Michelangelo. Those are the best
one's intelligent and one parties.
Yeah. So Shredder, he's like a real rat. They made a costume. It's just the costumes, the way it was filmed. The story was real intense for a kid's movie.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
People really were fighting. People got swords.
So it's pretty much a flick that everybody could get into. Like it's Yeah. It won't just get to one like section. Like some movies like Little Mermaid and little kid stuff are just made for kids, and then there's adult movies only. Yeah. But now I'm saying like that movie could relate to all ages.
It blended it all together.
Yeah.
And if you were a parent, you watched it, you saw dad dealing with his bad son.
Yeah.
If you were a kid who watched it, you saw Michelangelo.
The kids. Or if you were a bad teenager, you could look at it and say, "Hey, that's pretty cool." Teenager, But if you're a good teenager, you'd be like, "What dummies?"
Yeah.
So either way, it relates somehow to everyone.
Yeah. Okay. So Ninja Turtles, and then it was just a cinematic masterpiece.
It was great.
They filmed it. It was dark. Great. It was gritty. It was New York. It looked like New York.
And plus, nobody ever did kind of costumes like that back then. It was rare that somebody
still hasn't done it.
Maybe George Lucas came close with the Ewoks and all that stuff, but he was the only one.
Though. It's all CGI.
Yeah. Now. I'm saying before.
Yeah.
Before that was even before the Turtles when George Lucas was doing that. But the Turtles, but the Turtles came out cooler. Yeah. I gotta say.
So another honorable mentions that we forgot, I was thinking was we forgot Spaceballs.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
We forgot Addams Family.
Oh, another one that's hilarious.
We forgot pretty much any of Mel Brooks' movies.
We forgot freaking Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
Oh man.
Ferris Bueller's Fast Days.
Ferris Bueller's. Oh, Fast Time, Ridgemont.
Oh yeah, Fast
Time.
Yeah.
We left out so many great ones. So you guys,
everyone,
you could tell us. Let us know what movies you think are on your top 5. You could even give us your top 5 list, and if we agree with your list, we will say it on air. We will give you guys a shout out and your name. So if you leave your name, your top 5 list.
Better yet, go to Instagram. Find us on Instagram, The Runner and Gunner Show.
There you go.
And we'll be adding a post about this question. What are your top 5 movies? And whoever's list we agree with the most, we'll mention it and post it back up.
And let us know also if you agree with our 1 and 1. Gunners.
Ninja Turtles.
And mine was A Hard Day's Night.
Runners.
So there it is.
All right, everybody. We got to take a quick commercial break.
Yeah.
But after these commercial breaks, we're going to be talking about top 5 games, top 5 songs, and top 5 Beatles.
Yetos. Oh, man. And we will be back with all this and much, much more after these commercial breaks. Hey, it's me, Frankie, baby, and I'm just checking out the scene. Oh, my gosh, so much traffic. I wonder what time it is. Let me take a drink while I stare at my Rolex.
You're sitting through hours of traffic. You got a headache. 5 hours of traffic go by, but it's okay because you got a golden Rolex watch.
And I'm looking at these diamonds on my wrist, and it says 5 o'clock. I need 5 more hours getting out of this LA traffic, baby, but I'll make it.
For a limited time, you can get the special edition with the Runner and Gunner Show Rolex with 5 seasons. They have encrusted 5 diamonds inside of this with pure uncut diamond stones and 24-karat gold and silver hands plated with more gold that is 24 carats. The finest metals pressed together in this fine, beautiful, the Runner and Gunner Show watch.
And take it from me, I'm Frankie, baby. You go along with those Rolexes, you'll get a lot of girls who want to do fun things with you.
For only $5 million, you could be the owner of this special edition Rolex by the Runner and Gunner Show.
5 for $5.5 million. Take advantage while you can. Rolex.
Rolex. Wear gold on your wrist.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
And thank you, Rolex, for sponsoring the Runner and Gunner Show.
Thank you, Rolex.
And thanks for these free watches. You guys are awesome, man.
And also thank you for these watches.
Anytime anybody wants to know what time it is, shoot. Feel free to ask me, our gunner, because we will fancy your mind and maybe even blind your sight with how freaking shiny these things are. You won't believe it.
My eyes are nice and shiny, too.
I'll tell you what, they're more shiny than a left.
A left?
The seal on the left. If you ever seen the seal on them, it's bright gold. Those Rolex will blind you, so be careful.
I know. Thank you, Rolex, for giving us these watches. You know, when you haven't lived life unless if you got a $5 million Rolex as a gift.
That was beautiful of them.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, again. Thank you. So let's get back to the show.
Of course, I can't wear it
now.
Oh, wait. Let's
top
go.
Five, top 5 video games of all time.
I know number 5. Re-Rose Tacos.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Oh, wait. I thought you said 5 best tacos.
Re-Rose on West Covina Parkway in California. Just off the 10 exit.
All right, get Re-Rose. But this is the top 5 games.
Re-Rose. Okay, we're into video games. So top 5 video games.
Top 5 video games.
Gunner, give us number 5 of all time. The big 5. I got 5 on it again.
And the way we're going to start off this number 5 list is with one of the greatest games ever put out in existence. And I heard it's getting a retro remake coming out for the Nintendo original Switch. And that game is, if you haven't already guessed, GoldenEye. James Bond N64.
Oh my lord, that was the best game on the 64. Yep. I mean, that one was great. That was a great game. I mean, I know there's another one that probably made the list from that same console, but that one will come up later. But this one is probably the second best game ever made for the N64, I think. What do you think? Is the first best game ever made? Or
I think
it's one of the best, right? For sure.
Number 1 game on the Nintendo.
For sure. It's one of them.
And not only is it the best for the Nintendo 64, but its existence has like spawned all these years and years and still continuing this fashion of creating video games, which is more commonly known as the first-person view shooter. And it has spawned all this game. Generations and generations of video game came from this game. And there's a lot of great games on the Nintendo 64, but not really any of them have created such an impact.
So 6 plus 4 is 10. 64 minus 5 is 5. That was number 5. Now on to number 4. And I am going to say it is an old school game, 8-bit days. Way back. We went back to the 80s. Now we're going into before even GoldenEye. So this is really old. A lot of you young ladies will not know what this game is, and a lot of you will know because they've redone this game so many times. The character is still alive till this day. And I'm talking about the original, The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, dun dun.
The Legend of Zelda. And that game was revolutionary. It changed gaming for so many years. And it's about Link. They stole Link. Ganon, the evil Ganon, stole Link's wife. And he stole his wife, our girlfriend, our lover, our booty call. No, wait. He stole this girl. And what happened was Link got pissed. He met up with this old man, and this old man said, take this sword and murder everyone. And then
drink this sword and drink some milk.
He did was drink 2 gallons of milk a day, went out there with the sword, and got every freaking triangle, triforce that he could find to wear down Ganon's power. And when he finally meets Ganon, he kills him, and then, guess what? A year later, the princess gets stolen again. Over and over and over and over. And till this day, she's still stolen. So, if you know her whereabouts, please tell us the whereabouts. You could email us, or you could Instagram us where her whereabouts are, because we have no clue.
And we'll have that on the Instagram channel, too. Mm-hmm. Where is Zelda?
Where is she?
Where in the world is Zelda?
It's like Carmen Sandiego, but even more mysterious, because she's never seen, ever.
All right.
Only at the end of the game.
We got number 3 coming up. That is Tres. Tréseme.
All right. Tréseme mucho.
All right. Right, everybody. Number 3. The game is got to be
Let them know, Gunner.
A good one.
Let them know.
Because
great number 3.
That game right there, laddie, is going to be Double Dragon for the NES. Also,
Double Dragon.
NES game.
The original Double Dragon.
The original Dragon.
Whoa. It's same
Double
concept,
Dragon.
same story.
Yeah.
So let them know what happens.
It's pretty much, Mario, except for it's 3D. Like, you could scale up and down.
See, but Mario couldn't punch or kick.
And could punch and kick people's butts. And this game is number 3, I say, because it spawned all the beat-em-up games ever. This game was the original beat-em-up. And they still make beat-em-ups today. I know they're not as many as there used to be back in the Sega Genesis, N64, and PlayStation 2 days.
Yeah.
But those to me are the best genre of video games. I love the the beat 'em up genre.
Yeah, of course, me too.
To me,
I've always loved it. Yeah, it was just kicking butt.
You know, even Jason.
Kicking butt.
We play Jason all the time.
Jason, it's another beat 'em up.
You know,
it is
essentially.
Especially your goal is to become Jason.
Yeah, because you're the only one who can beat people up.
Yeah,
wow.
But in that game, in Double Dragon, so you can play with 1 or 2 players, correct?
Yes.
At the same time.
And that was another.
So that's kind of true. Let me put a B with that. I want to put a side one because that's number 3, right?
It's number 3.
So I want to put 3B as Contra. Contra is pretty freaking cool. Was that up there in your top 2?
Because
it's not in mine. But
it wasn't.
I want to put a 3B Contra. Contra 1, the original.
Hold on. You want to put Contra next to Double Dragon?
I like Contra. You don't like Contra?
All right, everybody. You heard that. Double Dragon and Contra are now tied to each other. And as well they should be, because the perspective is very unique on both their behalves.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's all that same
It's different. It's the same movement, but except one is more physical, more up-close contact, and the other one is shooting them from a distance.
Yep.
Which is also cool.
And, this game, if you play Lego...
It's the first real shooter, Contra.
Lego Marbles, Lego Batman is a beat-em-up. You know, if you played freaking Battletoads, if you played, what's another beat-em-up?
Final Fight.
All the Capcom. Final Fight.
Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all that stuff.
Well, those are head-to-heads.
Oh, you're talking about beat 'em up. Well, yeah, in the world.
With Dynasty Fighters, remember the
Dynasty Fighters? Yes.
Get to chop people.
Yes, that was cool.
Ghouls and Goblins almost.
Kind of. Well.
Kind of. Yeah, it's more of a Mario.
Yeah, it's more
beat 'em ups. Oh, Fighting Force. Oh, what is that one that we played on Dreamcast? Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yakuza. The Yakuza. All the Yakuzas are beat 'em ups.
Yakuzas are all beat 'em ups.
Yep. And they still got them today, Assassin's Creed.
That is probably...
There it is.
Dang, that should be... All right, let's put that one in there. Now we got C. We got A, B, and C. Because Assassin's Creed
I would say Assassin's
is awesome.
Creed, but Double Dragon created Assassin's Creed.
You're right. So let's stop that. Because Double Dragon and the one I mentioned, Contra, are at the same time. So they're originals.
All right.
They kind of created Sniper and stuff like that, Double Dragon kind of made a pathway... not Double Dragon. Contra made a pathway for shoot 'em games.
Yeah.
Run and gunning.
That's a running and gunning game.
Yeah, exactly.
And, Double Dragon 2 is a running and punching game, but it's a running.
All right, so now we're getting down to number 2. As for number 2...
What are you going to tell us?
Well, I'll make it plain and simple. He's little. He's fast. He is the first of his own kind. He runs through hoops. He collects rings. He is Sonic the Hedgehog. This guy created a whole new everything. He recreated the system. So he came out, 8-bit was first, and then he came out with double that at 16-bit back in the 90s. This was 1990 or 89 even.
Yeah.
Around there. He came out and he changed the whole way people looked at video games. This guy was amazing and fast, and he's still another guy who is relevant to this day. So that's pretty cool, and that's what we love about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog has done his part in the video game industry. He has pretty much created it.
Yeah.
He was the first person to take Nintendo to war.
Yes.
His character, his existence, took the Nintendo to competitive levels that it could not grasp.
He did.
On their own.
He did. He changed the game. That's what he did.
He changed the game.
Everything about it. Everybody. And the cool thing is, it revolutionized gaming by making everybody step up their game. Like the Beatles revolutionized music.
Yep, rock and roll
Sonic,
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he had big, heavy hitters on his soundtrack too. Big. I'm not going to mention their names, but there was big people. If you look it up, there was big people on the Sonic soundtracks. So look that up and check that out because you will find some very famous names in that.
Yep, it is very true. And very official.
It was a revolutionary game.
That Sonic is number 2.
And now,
before we get to number 1, I just want to say, I know there's not...
the honorable mentions.
NBA 2K14 and all like these new video games, Call of Duty.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned anything from 2000s yet, really.
That's only because these games are, at their base, not entirely new. So we're talking... These games that we mentioned are the top 5 because of what they created. Yeah, the revolutionizing of video games. Yeah, we're talking about the top 5 who made the pathway. Because without these games, we wouldn't have
all these games.
Spider-Man. We wouldn't have
Call of Duty. Any of this stuff.
Without GoldenEye, we wouldn't have Call of Duty.
Right. Exactly.
Without Double Dragon, we wouldn't have Spider-Man, the video game.
Yes. So there
you go.
Maybe even Skyrim.
Yep.
Double Dragon probably paved the way for Skyrim. Yep. Minecraft. Stuff like that.
Yep. And then you said number 3 was...
Sonic?
Sonic.
No, wait, 2 was Sonic.
Well, still, without Sonic, we'd have
number
nothing.
2 was Sonic. 3 was Double Dragon.
If we didn't have Call of Duty, like, no one would care. But if we didn't have Sonic was number 2. Nothing would exist.
Yeah.
There'd be nothing. There wouldn't even be cell phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sonic.
So it's big. It changed. Revolutionary. So that's why we're talking about. I know you guys are like, what's going on? Why are they talking about these old games, freaking grandpa games? No, it's not even like that. It's what they did to the impact that they hit upon the whole gaming scene. What they did for the industry. What they did. And so now let's get down to number 1.
We both get a number 1 each.
All right.
So number 1 for me.
Go for it.
Number 1 for you.
I'll let you take this one first, Gunner.
And I'm gonna say it, without putting so much statistical thought into it, and just thinking about what my heart said right now when I asked it.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh my Lord! I couldn't agree more with that one. That's a great pick. Amazing pick.
The best game ever.
And that did revolutionize a lot of stuff as well.
It has 2D games in it. There's 2D game. There's Mario and Pac-Man built inside that game. You can go to the arcade and play them. Yeah. It's like, it's got car driving. It's got beat 'em up. It's got first-person shooter. Mm-hmm. It's got Sonic the Hedgehog running, biking, driving, speeding through some graphics. Plus, amazing graphics. It's a 3D world.
All right, did you know what I was saying?
It's a 3D world. It was for PlayStation originally, PlayStation 2. Yeah. PlayStation doesn't do 3D. Everything is real.
Oh, so are you saying the Grand Theft Auto remastered version, or are you talking about the original version?
I'm talking about the overall.
Overall, okay. But the remastered, I would say, is just better in all ways.
If you want to play the greatest game ever on live, you play the Nintendo Switch version of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
That is amazing.
Not the PlayStation 5 version. We know the graphics are shiny and detailed. But the physics are still cheap. But on the Nintendo Switch, Grand Theft Auto's graphics and physics have been overhauled and repaired. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and catch yourself that game, but you got a number 1 test. Before we celebrate
number 1.
Season 5.
All right. So the other number 1 is Jason Friday the 13th. Which game was just released? I don't remember the exact year. It might have been 2016, 2017. But this game, when it first came out, was so amazing. I thought it was going to be the greatest game of all time. The way everything was done, the way they were so ahead of their time. And they still are. If you play it now, it's still one of the greatest games out there.
It still is.
They got into some kind of lawsuit and stuff, and they had to slow the game down. But it was going towards a great direction. It was going towards being one of the greatest games of all time.
Unique.
This uniqueness, the kills that they have, the freaking everything. Back in the day, you could just kill each other. If you didn't like another counselor, you could kill them.
Yeah.
It was fun like that. Like friendly fire. But I mean, some people just don't like each other. And you could talk to each other too, which is cool. Yeah. You could talk with the other characters, the other players. You could mess around. And it's so fun. That game, it's a good game. Yeah. For parties, like if you have people over, just take turns playing it. Yep. I guarantee it will be a fun night.
So there it is. The number 1s from Runner and Gunner are Grand Theft Auto San Andreas
and Friday the 13th. The game.
Those are some good games. I'll say so myself.
Woo! Cheers.
All right, everybody. We got to take a quick commercial break.
One more time.
And then we'll be getting into one more beautiful thing we have to talk about before we let you go on with your day.
And the 2-minute rundown is coming also. So listen up and be ready, because we'll be back after these commercial breaks.
¿Quieres jugo?
I'm so tired, senor. I've been doing the yard all day, and it's hot. Can I get something to drink?
Well, now I have a sun kiss, and it is jugo de naranja y jugo de strawberry.
Oh, thank you, senor. I've been drinking nothing all day, pero I'm freaking thirsty. Pass me the glass.
Tiene has mucho vitamins y vitamin C, which is a special to your diet.
Yes, now I can cut the grass again. I feel pumped up. Sunkiss gives me wings.
¿Bebes ahora?
Thank you, Sunkiss, for that.
Sunkiss.
Very entertaining commercial. And so we are back. Strawberry, man. I heard that's a good flavor.
It's good. Nice and sugary.
You should try it.
It's got vitamin C.
It helps you.
Gives you wings.
Yeah. So now it is time for the best part of the show that we like to call. Everyone loves this part. And it's the final season 4.
The 2-minute rundown.
Yeah. So what's going on in the world? Now we got the NCAA tournament. UCLA is playing, but I'm not sure if they're going to make it. Hopefully they keep striving and keep going.
UCLA. Dodgers are back.
The strike is over officially. Dodgers will be playing. They just got another guy named Freeman, and he's going to kick butt.
Freeman?
They are the favorites to win the World Series, so we'll see what happens with them. Hopefully everything goes great.
This is Abe Freeman, Mr. Peterson, and Turner's also back, and he's skinny and shaved his beard.
All right. He's
and also Lakers are still there. They're still
there, but they're striving. They're struggling very hard. The Clippers as well struggling. So, I mean, basketball, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that this year, you guys.
Everyone's tuning into March Madness, though. So that's the big pop of the week is March Madness.
Yeah, madness, bad. It's a mad world.
We saw Sting, old man, 7-year-old Sting, jump off some cliff.
Oh, yeah. Crazy old guy.
We saw Jeff Hardy come back.
He freaking laid some guy out on the table like a madman, and he's 70.
He's 70.
So you guys better be motivated by that, because you young wrestlers out there who are looking to get into the AEW or the WWE, be prepared for that. You gotta be old.
Jeff Hardy's back. The Hardy brothers are back together.
Hardy brothers, welcome back.
You know, I just watched that movie Uncharted with Mark Wahlberg and Spider-Man.
Uncharted.
It was good.
Yeah, we'll give those reviews next week. We're gonna let you guys know everything about the movies that we saw, Uncharted and Spider-Man.
Anything else in the sports world? Any boxing?
Nothing else going on right now. Just the March Madness.
Pretty good.
MLB is good again. Oh, the USFL next month already.
USFL is
coming. The new football league. Yeah, it's coming next month. But we'll let you guys know. USFL. Yeah, that's coming in mid-April already. So it's coming very fast. Get ready for that and be prepared.
All right, everybody.
We'll have a beautiful Monday.
The show. We want to just have you have a great week.
Yeah.
We want to have you to have a great time in your life. Be happy, enjoy things. Just
do
sit
great.
Back, think, use your brain.
Yeah, that's right.
You're probably through traffic right now, but just gotta relax.
Let the sun shine, let the grass grow, and just try and gain some knowledge wherever you're going or wherever you gotta go.
Yeah, take care of your grass.
Take care of everything. Take care of yourselves, your health, your children, your wives, your siblings, your friends and family.
Yep.
Love one another. Peace and love, baby. Enjoy the show!
Monday morning cracks.
All right, everybody. So
thank you, everybody.
And here's to season 5. One more cheers for that
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And that's for blessing the season. Goodbye, season 4. Hello, season 5. We are welcoming this out with the old and in with the new. The old good old saying. So now the new is in, the old is out. The doubt has never been in, and the positive creativity is always in. Keep that in your minds when we're in the 5th season of the Runner Gunner Show, the greatest show in the world.
Yes, the 5th season of the Runner and Gunner Show. We got an Instagram up. It's called the Runner and Gunner Show.
That is right.
Look it up. You'll see us. We're in red and yellow. Just click on it. We're going to be asking questions. We want to know what your top 5 movies are. We want to know what your top 5 video games are. We want to hear you talk. We're going to have conversations with you. And if we like your comment good enough, we'll talk about it next week on the Runner and Gunner Show.
And even if you guys have a top 5 of your own that you would like to add and you would like us to talk about, we're going to get some votes. We're going to take some votes. And whoever has the best top 5 we'll say it live and we'll give you the credit for putting it out there for us.
Yes, also, Runner and Gunner are going visual. In season 5, we are going visual. We will have recordings.
Visualize it. I wear my sunglasses
of the entirety of our show. For now on, we will have video footage of us. We know that you guys want to see us. We're 2 G's. We're 2 handsome gents. We don't look like Kevin and Bean. We look more like Frank and Dean.
We look like Beaner and Beaner and me.
Yeah, more like Frankie and Marky.
BMWs, big Mexican wieners.
More like Sleepy and Snoopy. Yeah.
That is right. You could catch us at the local taco stands, probably serving your asses. I can say that. It's the end of the show. I can say whatever. Nobody's listening to this long. Nobody's listening to this.
You're there with us.
But if they are listening to this bleep and bleep, then congratulations to you. You are a true Runner and Gunner fan.
Yes, the Runner and Gunner Show.
Wow.
Also, you can join the conversation. There's going to be more skits.
More skits.
More fun. More conversation. We're going to include you all in with this Runner and Gunner Show that has been going down for 5 seasons
long.
And this season's going to be the best yet.
So far. Yeah, we're going to kick some butt for this season. This season is going to be the one that goes upside your head, whips it around like freaking Exorcist, and then comes back to normal. Yeah. And you will say, wow, what was I listening to? That blew my mind, and changed my life.
Yep. And that's all we got to say about that, everybody. We want you to have a great time.
Have a beautiful Monday as well, because we want you guys to love each other.
Deep, positive thoughts.
Enjoy each other's company.
Those are what's going to come true.
Think correctly.
All right, Lenny's.
And be good to each other out there.
And remember the 5 rules of Runner and Gunner is 1,
Number
relax.
5.
Number 2, rid yourself of negative thoughts. Number 3, remember the Runner and Gunner Show is with you. And number 4, this show is not for Lenny. So if you didn't like this show,
number 1, no Lenny's allowed.
Are Lenny.
No Lenny's allowed.
If you love this show, then welcome to Generation 1. We will be your guide.
And we'll be here for you guys every Monday morning. Peace, love, enjoy yourselves.
Solid.
Runner and Gunner, not responsible for any injuries, postponements, or collateral that may occur during or post segments of our entirety of the show. You are now or have been listening to. We would like to add any involvement with similar subjects in the show are completely coincidental and may or may not be facts. We would also like to thank you, Lenny.